G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. And I'm going to teach you all the guitar parts, including the solo. I just want to point out that in this lesson, I'll be teaching everything in standard tuning. If you want to play along with the actual recording, you'll need to detune all your strings down 1/2 step. But for the purposes of this lesson, and just to make it easier for you, I'm teaching everything in standard tuning. And the playthrough at the end of the song is in standard tuning as well. But again, if you want to play along with the recorded version, detune your guitar 1/2 step down. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve on your guitar, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Now, I just want to start by saying that this is a 3-chord song. There's 3 chords that they repeat again and again, and they've turned it into this amazing song. Now, those 3 chords are C, G, and then A minor. I'm going to teach you all the guitar parts in this lesson, but if you want the easiest possible way of just playing and singing along to this song, then this is how we're going to do it. So you're going to use those 3 chords and this strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so you're going to play that once for the C, once for the G, and twice for the A minor. So the easiest possible way of playing this song, and you can just repeat this throughout, the whole thing sounds like this. So I'm going to start with the intro riff. Now it's based around those 3 chord shapes, the C, G, and the A minor. Now we're going to start with the 2 lead-in notes here. So it's the open 5th string, and then the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So, and then we get into our C position. So let's break our C up into groups of 4 notes. We're going to go 5th string, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Now in the tab, I'll also include my suggested picking direction. You don't have to follow that picking direction, but I find it to be the most efficient. So those first 4 plucks. And then for the second 4 plucks, we have 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 3rd. So in total for the C. Then we go to our G chord. Now the picking pattern's almost identical, except we're shifting all the strings that we're plucking up 1 string. So 6th, 4th, 5th, 6th, and then 3rd, 4th, 5th, 4th. So the G. So that first bar. And then we go to an A minor. Now for the first 2 sets of 4 notes, the picking pattern's identical to what we had in the C. So. For the 3rd set of 4 notes, we're going to pluck the 5th string, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then with your pinky finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. We're going to go up to there, pluck that, and then pluck the 2nd string, and then we play those 2 notes that we had in the lead-in, so the open 5th, and then the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So the last 4 notes, and in total for the A minor. And that's it for the intro, which sounds like this, including the lead-in notes. Now you can essentially play that intro riff throughout all the verses as well. However, in the verse, I think there's one little variation that sounds a little better at the end of the A minor. Now for that little variation, it's going to be on the 2nd half of the A minor. For the 3rd set of 4 notes for this A minor, we're going to go 5th string, 2nd, 3rd, 1st string with our pinky on that 3rd fret, And we're gonna hold that note out a little bit and then go the second string and then those two lead in notes. So the A minor in total for this verse. And in total for the verse. So it's a very slight variation there. You don't have to follow it. You can just play what was in the intro, but it's up to you. Now the next part I'm going to teach you is the pre-chorus. And again, we just have a little variation here on the A minor. So the C and the G are the same, but when we get to the A minor, we're going to start with the same first 4 plucks. So 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th. But then for the next 4 plucks, we go back up to 3rd and then open 6th string with your ring finger, 3rd fret of the 6th string, then the open 6th string again, and then back to our A minor shape and hit the 5th and 4th strings. So the A minor in total. And the pre-chorus in total. Now in the chorus on the acoustic guitar, what I'm going to be doing is just strumming those 3 chords, C, G, and A minor with that simple strumming pattern that I taught you at the start. So it sounds like this. But I'll also be teaching you what the electric guitar does in the chorus later in the lesson as well. All right, now let's move on to all the lead guitar parts. In terms of guitar tone, I'm using a Boss Katana 50 Mark II to record everything. Now if you want the tone patch, then I'll leave it in the description below. But in general, I'm using a Gibson Les Paul with the bridge pickup. I got my tone and volume all the way up 10. I'm using a lead amp here and I've got a little bit of reverb, but that's pretty much it. So let's start with the break section. Now there's 2 lines of tab here and we're going to start with the 2 lead in notes, similar to what we had in the verse rhythm picking. So open 5th string and then 2nd fret of the 5th string. So 2 notes there. And then we're going to go to the 3rd fret to start the next bar. And then go up to the 5th fret, slide up to the 7th, then down to 5th, 3rd, and then 3rd fret of the 6th string. So that lick. And then for the next lick, we're going to do the exact same thing, but instead of landing on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, we're going to end on the 5th fret of the 6th string. So. Then for our next lick, we hit open 6th string, 3rd fret of 6th string, open 6th string, and that 3rd fret again, but slide up to 5th. So that lick. And then to end this bar, we have those lead-in notes that we have at the start. So in total for the first line of tab. Then the second line of tab is basically identical to those 2 bars we've already played, except we're just going to cut out those last 2 leading notes. So in total for the break section, it will sound like this. So the next part we're going to learn is the chorus, which is really simple. There's just some power chords here. So we're going to start with the C5 power chord. So it's the power chord with your index finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So we're going to strum that, hold it out, and then quickly before we change to the next chord, we're just going to strum it one more time. And then we go to our G power chord, which is the same power chord, just up 1 string. And we're going to do the same thing where we're going to strum it, hold it out, and then quickly before we change to our next chord, we'll strum it again. And then we go to our A5 power chord. So you can play it like this, similar to an A minor, or you can just bar your index finger across the 4th and 3rd strings, and focus on the 5th, 4th and 3rd strings when you strum it. So after that A5 power chord, we then have the open 6th string, 3rd fret, and then open 6th, and back to the A5. So that lick. And then to end this, we're going to do 2 muted strums like that. So in total for the chorus. The next part I'm going to teach you is the distorted rhythm guitar in the solo section. And again, there's just one line of tab here. It's fairly simple. So to start this rhythm, we're going to start on the C5 power chord up here at 8th and 10th frets. So we only need to focus on the 6th and 5th strings here. We're going to strum that and then quickly mute it afterwards. And then we're going to strum it another 2 times. Go up 2 frets, hit that D5 power chord. And then go back to the C, hit it, hold it out, and then we're gonna slide down, and when we get to our G, we're gonna strum that and mute it. So, like, and so far. And then to end this bar, we're gonna strum this G5 3 times, and then go up 2 frets, hit that 5th fret, and then go back down to the 3rd fret. So the last bit. And in total for the first bar. And then for the second bar, we're going to play this G5 and slide it up to the A. So, and then strum this A5 another 3 times. So, and then go back to the G5, strum it twice. The next time we're going to strum it and slide up. Strum it another 2 times. Then we're going to strum it and slide up to that C5. And strum here again and slide back down to the A5. So those last 2 strums. And the second bar in total. And in total for the rhythm in the solo. And that just gets repeated again and again. Now I'm going to teach you how to play the solo. Now there's 5 lines of tab here, so let's take it one line at a time. Now to start the solo, we have 2 lead-in notes. So 5th fret of the 3rd, 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then with your pinky finger, have it on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to hit these 2 strings, the 3rd and the 2nd, and bend your 3rd string up. Like that. Now you want to bend that note up to the pitch of the 9th fret. So. Then we're going to bend it again, release, and then hit the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and then end on the 7th fret. So that lick. Then we're going to do that bend again, release down to the 5th fret, and then 7th fret of the 4th string. So that second lick. And then we're going to hit that note, slide it up to the 14th fret. Then 12th fret of the 3rd string, hammer on to the 14th. Pluck that again. 13th fret of the 2nd and end on the 14th of the 3rd. So that lick. And then to end this bar, we're going to go to the 17th fret of the 3rd string, hit it and hammer on to the 19th. And the first line of tab. So for the second line of tab, after we've hammered onto the 19th fret, again, you're gonna have your pinky finger on the 20th fret of the second string. So similar to what we did down here, but just up an octave higher really. So we're gonna strike these two strings and again, bend the third string. And then after we've bent, and you've gotta hold that bend, you're gonna pluck the second string and then hit the third string, bend it up, release, and then go down to the 17th fret of the third string, and then put your ring and pinky finger back where they were and hit those two strings. So the start of this bar. And then we're going to hit this 19th fret, bend up and release. 17th fret, 19th fret of the 4th, and then hit the 20th fret of the first string, but then bend it up. So that lick. And then after that, index finger bars across the 17th fret of the first and second string. You're going to hit the second string, first string, 20th fret of the first string. Then the next three plucks, you're going to slowly keep bending it up and up in pitch. So, and then for the final time, you're going to hit that note and bend it up. And so far. And then we're going to end by hitting the 17th fret of the first string and 17th fret of the second string. And so far for this second line of tab. For the third line of tab, we're gonna continue on from those last two notes. Go to the 20th fret of the second string and hit it and bend. We're gonna hit it again and bend and release. 17th fret and then back to the 20th fret. And so far. And then we're going to slide our middle finger up to the 19th fret of the third string. You can slide it up from anywhere. And then 17th fret of the first string. So for the next bar, we start with a bend on the 20th fret. And then our next three notes are again that slide and 17th and then bend. So then we're going to do it another time. And then with your middle finger, 19th fret of the third string, hit that 19th fret and bend. And then with your index finger, bar across the 17th fret. We're going to hit the first string, second string, and then the 20th fret of the second string and bend it. So that's all a little bit tricky, but you just got to take it slow. And so far for the third line of tab. And then we're going to end by going down to the 5th fret of the third string and 7th fret. So that's it for the third line of tab. So after those last two lead-in notes, the 5th and the 7th fret of the third string, for the fourth line of tab, we're going to hit that 7th fret, bend it up, release, and bend it back up like this. So you only need to pluck it once, but you bend it up, release, and bend it back up. With it bent up, you're going to take your pinky finger, hit the 8th fret of the second string, hit that third string that's still bent, release, and then go down to the 5th fret, back up to the 7th fret, hit it, bend up and release. And so far, with the lead-in notes from the last bar. For the next lick, we're going to bend up that 7th fret, then 5th fret of the first string, 8th fret of the second, and then 10th fret. And hold that out. So that lick. Then we're going to hit the 5th fret of the 4th string, slide up to the 7th, then 5th fret of the 3rd, hit the 7th fret and slide up to the 9th. Hit that note and slide up to the 12th. Hit that note and slide up to the 14th. And so far. And then we're going to end with 2 notes, so 13th fret and then 15th fret of the 2nd string. And so that lick. And the 4th line of tab with those lead-in notes. For the final line of tab, we're going to hit this 15th fret and bend up. And then we have the 13th fret, the 2nd string, 15th of the 1st, back to 15th of the 2nd string and bend it up and release. And so far. For our next lick, with your pinky finger, hit the 15th fret of the 1st string, hit the 15th fret of the 2nd string, bend up and release, 13th fret, and then hit the 15th fret of the 1st string and bend up. Hold it up there, and then total for that section. And then for the final lick, we come down to the 5th fret of the 1st and 2nd. We're going to hit those 2 strings. Then we hit the 7th fret of the 3rd string, bend it up and release. And then 2 quick notes, the 5th fret and 7th fret of the 4th string. So the final line of tab. And the full solo in total. So now I'll be playing through the song in its entirety and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. Big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go. And again, if you want to play along with the actual recording, then you will just need to detune your guitar down half a step, but everything that I've taught you still applies.
that you need is in your soul. And you can do this if you try. That I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here, or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.